Hey guys, so yesterday we learned about writing equations in slope-intercept form given the slope and the y-intercept. So today we are going to learn how to actually graph them. Okay, so in our little box over here, this lovely box, it says to put the equation in y equals mx plus b form, which we did yesterday when it was given to us in standard form. And then we are going to plot the y-intercept. Remember, our y-intercept is our b, and that tells us where it crosses the y-axis. Okay? Alright, and then we're going to use our slope to create more points. And remember, that was our rise over our run, and that's also our m. Okay? Alright, and then we are going to connect into a line. So we're going to need a ruler for that. Okay, ruler. Alrighty, so for our very first example, it tells me negative x plus 3. Well, the very first thing I'm going to do is plot positive 3 on my y-axis. Remember, our y-axis is the one that goes up and down. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to plot it. Okay? Now, the negative x. That's a little bit tricky because remember, negative x just means negative 1x. So that means we have a slope of negative 1. So our slope is going to go down, which means we're going to have a negative slope. So going left to right, our graph is going to go somewhere down. Okay? All right. Now, negative 1. So that means that we're going to go down 1. But, oh my gosh, do we go left or right? Well, since we need a rise over a run, any constant number, any number, you can put a 1 over, okay? So it's going to be negative 1 over 1. So our rise is going to be negative 1. So we're going to go down 1 and then to the right 1 because that's a positive 1. You okay with that? All right, let's try it again. Down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. Down 1 to the right 1. Down 1 to the right 1. Okay? Now, there's a flip side. Are you so ready for the flip side? So, you can go up 1 and to the left 1. And that's going to be the exact same thing. Up 1 to the left 1. Because basically what we're saying is positive 1 over negative 1. And both of these things still equal negative 1. So that's how we're able to do that. And then we can draw our line through our points. Okay? And then you would also put arrows to let us know that our graph continues. Okay? Alright, let's try another one, okay? Because this can be tricky. So, the easy part is graphing the y-intercept. Okay? So we have a y-intercept of negative 4. So I'm going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we okay with that? Alright. Because remember, this is our y-axis. And then, for our slope, we have a slope of 3. So this means, because 3. So this means that our slope is going to be positive. And I'm going to go up 3. Okay? So this is essentially saying that we're going to go up 3 and over 1, just like we were able to do with our first example. Alright? Because 3 divided by 1 would just give us 3. So I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1. And we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, over 1. 1, 2, 3, over 1. And you just continue until there are no more points for you to graph. And then we're going to use our ruler to connect all of our points. And make sure you include arrows so that we know that our graph continues. Because our graph doesn't stop when our picture stops. Alright, let's try the next one. For number 3. We have a y-intercept of positive 2. So I'm going to go to my y-axis and I'm going to plot 2. So 1, 2. Okay? Now this time it tells me that my slope is 2 over 5. And so this one's a little bit easier, right? So we're going to go up 2 and over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now we can do the converse. Because we went up 2 and over 5, well, negative 2 over negative 5 still equals 2 over 5. So I can go down 2 and to the left 5. And the reason why this works is because if we start at this point, go up 2 and over 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hey, it's the exact same thing. Because again, if we go down 2 and to the left 5, that's negative over negative, which makes it the positive 2/5. That's why we're able to do that. I know that's a tricky concept, okay? But we're just going to have to work through it. And so then we're going to line it up nice and straight with our ruler. And connect our line. There we go. Alrighty, I think I'm going to try one more with you guys, and then I want you guys to try the rest, okay? Alright, so plot our y-intercept, which is good. Hopefully you said it's the 1. So am I going to plot here? Like right here? No, good. I'm going to plot right here, because this is my y-axis. And now, it tells me that my slope is negative 3 over 4. Okay? So I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Is there another way I can do it? Yes. I could also do m equals 3 over negative 4 because it will equal the same thing. So I can go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are only allowed to do this if it equals the same thing. Okay? If this had been a positive 3 over 4, like let's say that m equaled positive 3 over 4, then I could not say that this was negative 3 or negative 4. I would only be allowed to say negative 3 over negative 4, because when we simplify that, it would go back to equaling 3 over 4. Alright. So we're going to graph this. And if you're still not convinced, you can always find your slope between the 2 points again. That would be perfectly okay. Because remember, going from this blue point to the green point, it would be to the right, or sorry, it would be down 1, 2, 3, and then to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, which is our slope. Okay? So you can always check it. Alright, I want you guys to try 5 through 9. Okay? I believe in you guys. You can do it. Alrighty. So you should be pausing this video and trying 5 through 9. And when you come back, we're going to do 10 and 11. Okay. So hopefully you guys actually tried 5 through 9. And now we're going to do 10 and 11. So what do you notice about 10 and 11? Hopefully you're going to say they are not in slope-intercept form. Instead, these are in standard form. So what do we need to do when they're in standard form? We need to solve and put them into slope-intercept form. Okay, so when we still have to put them in slope-intercept form, just like we did yesterday, we need to get our y by itself. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. Then my x's will cancel, and I'll be left with 2y equals negative x plus 4. Alright, now I need to divide by 2 because I need to get my y all by itself. So I'm just skipping a step that I was doing yesterday by putting everything under 2, and now I'm just going to do the individual pieces divided by 2, okay? Which is exactly what we were doing. So my 2's will cancel each other out, and I'll get y equals negative x over 2. And then 4 divided by 2 will give me positive 2. Now, negative x over 2 is not wrong, but it's kind of hard to understand your slope from negative x over 2. So whenever your x is on top of your fraction and it's just over a number, you can put it off to the side and put a 1 in its place. This is the exact same thing as this. And then just bring down your 2. And the reason why that is because okay, so if we did negative 1/2 and then we multiplied it by x, remember when we multiply a fraction times whatever, we just multiply the top, the numerator, by the number. And so this would equal negative x over 2. And that's how we're able to go from this step to this step, because they're the exact same thing. Okay? Alright, and now it's a lot easier to graph because we know our y-intercept, which is 2. Good. And now we can determine what our slope is, which is the negative 1/2. So you start at your y-intercept, and then you're going to go down 1 and to the right 2. And then down 1 and to the right 2. Down 1, oh, it goes off the graph, so I'm going to just ignore that one. Alright, and remember, we can do the opposite of going up 1 and to the left 2. And up 1 and to the left 2. Okay, and then we can plot it. Or connect our dots. Because this is not a discrete graph, it is a continuous graph. Alright, how about you guys try number 11, okay? So pause the video and you guys should try number. And just to make sure that everybody gets standard form graphing, we are going to graph it together now that you have tried it, okay? So I need to get x by itself. Or sorry, I need to get y by itself, so I'm going to subtract 3x, which will cause my 3x's to cancel, and I'll be left with negative 2y equals negative 3x minus 6. And then we are going to divide by negative 2, so just divide all of your sides, or all of your pieces by negative 2. So negative 2 divided by negative 2 will cancel, and you will get y equals negative negative makes it a positive, so 3 over 2x, and then negative 6 divided by negative 2 gives you that positive 3. Alright, and 3 divided by 2 cannot be simplified anymore, so we are in slope-intercept form, so we can graph. Alright, for my y-intercept, it's 3, so we're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we have a positive slope of 3 over 2. So rise 3 and to the right 2. Alright, so I can't rise 3 here. Okay, so we have to use our converse of going down 3 and to the left 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, and always check your answers. Make sure that you actually graphed it right. So going from this point to this point, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that's why it works. Okay. And so now we can graph it using our ruler, all nice and pretty, and don't forget your arrows. Yes, points will be taken off if you don't include arrows. Okay. So now we're going to flip over to the next side. And what do you notice? It says homework. Okay, so I just want you guys to do the even numbers. So just evens, okay? Actually, do both of these as well, okay? All right, so I want you guys to do this for homework, but In the meantime, this video is over and we are going to move on to the next video, okay? All right, I will see you guys in a little bit.